Well, it's one of the largest chronicled cases of sexual misconduct in military history. A trusted Army doctor sentenced to more than 13 years in prison after pleading guilty to sexually abusing dozens of his patients at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Tacoma, Washington.
It's a closed chapter in a sprawling investigation we first told you about nearly a year ago. But the story is far from over. Here's Chris Daniels with Spotlight on America.
My first actual appointment for care was with Michael Stocking.
This service member, who wanted to be anonymous, was seeking help for pain here at Joint Base Lewis McChord in 2022.
When do you know during the course of this appointment that something is off?
As soon as he asked me to, or directed me to drop my pants.
Because you're looking for relief from back pain.
Correct.
The 15-year veteran served throughout the U.S. and overseas and questioned what happened that day for nearly a year until he started to realize that he had been abused.
When you hear that there could be multiple people involved, what crossed your mind?
I was angry, but there's also some affirmation that no, it wasn't just me who got taken advantage of.
This is taking a toll.
My work performance has declined, and my interaction with my family has declined.
Stocking admitted to the crimes and pled guilty to 41 counts, ending with a dismissal from the Army and the maximum sentence, 164 months in prison, 4 months for each named victim.
We're talking about people who have devoted their lives for our country, and our Army let them down.
Attorney Ryan Giles represents 7 men who were assaulted by Dr. Stocking, but believes many others are out there and have remained silent.
Reporting sexual assault across the board, very difficult. Few victims are able to have the ability to come forward and to report. But for men, we know those numbers are even lower.
A recent survey estimated that 14,000 active duty men experienced unwanted sexual contact or sexual assault in 2023. Nearly 90% chose not to report their experience. Giles is raising concern about how the military identified victims in the Stocking case and says it failed to ensure they were given critical resources.
1 out of the 41 victims had a victim advocate. That's unacceptable. Half of the victims in this case didn't have a counsel, even though they have a right to one.
The criminal case against Stocking ends here, but there is a growing civil complaint seeking to hold the Army itself accountable, alleging it was negligent in hiring and supervising Dr. Stocking. More than 24 alleged victims are involved in that lawsuit.
And you went to the pain clinic?
Yes.
For this man, who has a 20-year military career as a senior enlisted soldier with multiple wartime deployments, there was solace in hearing from others who had been abused.
I would say that the only positive that came out of this for me was hearing the other victims and knowing that tragically there's some type of shared hardship in all of us out there.
Where do you go from here after going through this and the plea and the sentencing?
I go back to repairing my family and working on myself.
For Spotlight on America, I'm Chris Daniels.